this, but I was hoping we could talk about making it even better. Like, I know that sounds impossible. Like, obviously you're a goddess, you're a god, you are just amazing, like you're a mystical being. But what about if we made you even mysticaler, even godler, even like we make it even better? It's possible. I know you're always like reaching for the next level. You're always like getting better somehow. My mortal brain can't comprehend it, but you still do it. So, here's the deal. I have like a few ideas for things to wear. I don't have any sketches or anything, but I was hoping we could just go through the ideas. See, you've done this before. You're professional. You're just so professional. I love you. I love you so much. Okay. So, I have them noted down somewhere, but between you and me, I actually may or may not have memorised them while you were asleep, just because I know I didn't want to, bother you or anything. I didn't want to like interrupt with the notes or whatever, and I know that sometimes the sight of like paper notes reminds you of school and gives you PTSD, and I don't want that to happen to you. We know what happened. We know what Jacob did. It's okay. It's okay. So I memorised them for you just because I thought that would be the best way to avoid any kind of trauma, because obviously we can't have you having any trauma. I mean, oh my gosh, that takes like 30 years off your life or something. I read it. I don't know, I read it on Wikipedia. It's probably true. So anyway, back to something we both love, fashion. So my first idea was actually for a spring collection, but you don't wear it in spring. I know, it sounds crazy, but hear me out. What if we take, the lighter cut, like what I'm wearing, like a brighter colours, like yellows, oranges, red, like a little bit of a lighter red maybe. That's more autumn, maybe I'll save that. How the design team let that one away, I'll never know. I fired some of them as per your request, by the way. They just weren't up to scratch, I'm afraid, and we need the best. You understand? But I'm just looking at you, the freshly woken up look is almost a mood, and I kind of want to like vibe off of it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to figure it out. Wait, I know this is like a limo, but like try a little turn, I mean, there's enough room to stand, it's massive, but like just... Okay, I've got it. Because I had more of like a bare bones design, because I really wanted to make sure it suited you, and only you. So I just kind of wanted to keep it simple, but I've got the perfect design. So here's the deal. We go for a light to dark kind of deal. It's kind of like more party at the top, business at the bottom. Is the inverse of the usual. And we'll be wearing this like it's summer, so it'll be completely different from everyone else, and yet because it's you, you'll still rock it. We all know that. But we start with like a light, almost like blinding white colour at the top. Still yellow, still noticeably yellow, but it's like a nice neckline, goes down slowly. You prefer long sleeve or shorts? I'm just kidding. I know you prefer because you like to. It's okay, I know you. So we have those sleeves, and we just gradually fade it down to about the kind of belly button, yeah. Where it's definitely a more solid, like bright colour, like really eye-catching. It's really bright up here. This is more about the kind of style, the texture, the consistency of the colour. So it's a really bright colour, draws your eyes to your shredded abs, because we all know you have shredded abs. Listen, you gotta show them off. You even talked about this. If you've got them, you gotta flaunt them. It's okay. I know you're too modest for your own good. I wish I was like that. No, if I had abs, I'd be flashing them everywhere. But you do. You deserve to. You really do. You've worked hard for them. muscles you've been working out. And then we kind of go into the bottom. Now this is where it becomes a little bit weirder because I want to do a very quick sudden change to a different colour. I'm thinking more a very dark orange, like a little bit more sultry. So you've got the really bright, and a bit more casual. A bit like I know the boundary between work and play, and here it is. Like, just represents you, honestly, because you're all up for fun and all, you know, because you're perfect. But you can get serious when you want to, and I think we really need to try and capitalise on that side, because not a lot of people know that you are serious. They just think of you as the perfect pretty one, you know, like, but there's brains under there too, so we need to try and show that off, and the best way is with an outfit. So it's really, like, punchy almost. It's like I have entered, I am on a warpath and you're in my way. So we get there, and then down to the bottom it fades out to a kind of, I want to say black, but I feel like that's a bit too dark. What do you think? So maybe like a bit more, it's almost a very fine dark orange. I feel like the bottom being all orange with the top being all yellow, if you do the fade correctly, which, you know, your team's great. If we can get them to do the fade correctly, that could be monumental, honestly. Like, and you can even wear like bright yellow, orange. This is really going for like the spring yellow, orange, like the more light variants. I mean, obviously the orange is dark, but like the more light yellows and all that, and just trying to keep the spring kind of. It's like, this is the happy one. This is what you'd wear out to just a party, just to, you know, be happy. But of course, if there's a bit serious later on, you can handle it because of what you're wearing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's the first one. I was thinking, yeah, yellow on the shoes. We can go for shoe options at a later point. I know you love shoes. I mean, who doesn't? But next was completely different. This is for your late night shenanigans. This is when you're up and about and you just want to go somewhere. Like, if you want to head out to the shop at night, but you still want to look like damn good, I think this one you'll like, because we're going for the dark colours. I know, yeah, you have an inclination, yeah. So, top half this is going to be in a 2, because having this in a 1 would just be too much hassle, but that's not for you to worry about. It's okay, that's not for you to worry about, it's just for me. Everything is just for me. You have no worries at all. You just have to say yes, no, whatever, I'll listen. So the top half is going to have sharp. This is going to be a bold. Like, it's going to be black, but so you're unnoticeable. But if someone notices you, you're going to be bold. You gonna get what I mean? Yeah. So it's a kind of unnoticed boldness. Yeah. Diamond in the rough, almost. Like a shining bright diamond. I really like the idea. I'm glad you do. I'm really glad, actually, because I spent like 17 hours on it. So, really sharp, bold, all the way around. For this one, it's going to be just sleeves to the elbows. I know what you'd said, but sleeves to the elbows, and you know, it's almost like a baggier sleeve across your arm, up to the wrist, but it can be rolled up. So it's a kind of like dark blue, dark navy sleeve up to the wrist, proper like figure hugging sleeve up to the elbow, but still, you know, breathable enough that you can still bend your arm and do whatever you need to do. So that's fine. Shoplifting or whatever else, I don't judge you, babe. But also on there is something I doubt you'd want this, because this is maybe a bit over the top for like a nighttime dress, but I had designed some gloves, like, you know, silk, just really nice, like the kit you would get with a really nice dress or suit, like, obviously we know like all of the paparazzi anyway, so I'll make sure they don't ever do that, but if one of them goes rogue for whatever reason, we're covered. It's great to have many options in these situations because you never know who you can trust. I mean, you can trust me because we've known each other for years, and you know, I think we've built up something in that time. I really think we have, but that's unresolved feelings we'll answer later on. For the bottom half, so this is going to be very form constricting. So this isn't like the other dress, the other suit, the other outfit was going to be a bit more loose, a bit more breathable, like you could move but you could dance in it even. This one, very tight. The sleeves are going to be the exception with the kind of flowy, and then the gloves, it's going to be very figure hugging, it's going to be quite tight. Full one colour, but the trick here is there are going to be gold encrusted patterns all over it. Yeah, so like I know you had mentioned you love all the gold spirals and just kind of patterns like you saw in Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, so I looked into it and I found 705 people that could do it for us, so I've arranged for a few of them to come around and show us them work, and I think that contrast would work beautifully. Oh, these 70 nails weren't wasted. Okay, on the bottom half, very simple, it's going to be tight, kind of trousers / jeans. Kind of depends on what you want. I had planned on having two, so you had the choice because obviously the top is a very elegant piece. You could have either jeans, so like still elegant but more mobile. You know, you're prepared for anything and any eventuality. Or you could do, you know, the trousers, which are a lot more formal. I'm not going to be running, but you know, I'm ready to escape if aliens invade. Like, jeans are definitely, I am going to run, I will grab the football that someone's just thrown at me and I will throw it back at their face. The trousers are more, I can run faster than the slowest, and that's all I care about, you know. In terms of activity, I know you care a lot about it. But yeah, I would just say like, definitely have the choice. Don't worry, I could see you panicking. They'll also have gold encrusted. I'm so sorry I didn't mention. They will also be gold encrusted. The pocket lining will be gold encrusted. The insides, the pockets will be gold encrusted, so that if you ever need to pull your pockets out, they know we didn't skimp on the details. We never skimp, don't worry. They know that. Or they will. Just make a habit, you know, have to search yourself for things, but in a fun way. Don't, you know, this is a little bit of coaching, but if you ever need to look for something, make it sexy almost, you know, just like, oh, where did you know, a bit confused, but you can tell there's definitely not just nothing going on back there, you know what I mean, that's a double negative, but you know there's something going on back there, you know, it isn't just, I'm dumb, I forgot something, it's, I have so much on my mind at all times, I must have just misplaced my keys, or my baby, like, you didn't just, it wasn't due to lack of trying, you're just so overwhelmed all the time because you're doing everything, you know, it's like, you're busy, but you're handling it perfectly, yeah, that's actually what I thought, you know, outfit conveys, but we'll finish this one, so, pockets outlined a little bit on kind of the lower half, so the shins, etc. On the back outlines, and then I have already designed the prettiest shoes. They are flat, so again, great for the running scenario. Dark navy blue. It sounds strange, but contrasted with light blue, and I'm talking blinding light, like almost white. This season is, because I mean we're nearly at destination, but it's fine. This season is really about the darkness and the light joining together. So that's what my insiders have told me they're planning. So I just want to get ahead of the game for you, so that's why I'm going for the like bright yellow, dark orange, the navy, and you know the trousers will also be navy, but they will also have around the gold little bits of light blue. Just not as light as the shoes. The shoes want to be drawing the eye, but you know, in case you have a bad hair day or makeup or anything, but I'd never let that happen to you, we know this. But we really want the shoes to be drawing attention. Brings up, your attention goes up slowly. You see the gold, you think, oh, interesting, this is lovely. You get up, you see the abs, oh, I'm joking. And then you get up and you see, oh, look at all that gold, that's great. Oh, the sleeves tight, but then they go loose, and then gloves. How intriguing. This is a very intriguing outfit. The first one was fun-loving. The second one wants me to learn more about you. And then the third one is something completely different. So, the third one is called your bank robber outfit. No, just kidding, that was the second one. First one was Bumblebee. 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 The second one was the robber, because you'll steal the show anytime you wear it. And the third one is hard to explain. Give me a minute. Let me just look at you, because sometimes inspiration comes from within, you know, and within you is just perfection. So if I gaze at you long enough, maybe something will happen. I don't. Sorry, I just got lost in your beauty. Oh my gosh. I think I need to sleep. Oh, I'd never take your sleeping place away from you, honestly. I love your daddies. They're so cute. They are so cute. We need to get them in the news somehow, honestly. Oh, keep that in mind. It's okay. Now, for the next outfit. I'm thinking desert dwelling king and queen. You know, because it's going to be quite bright. Again, the yellow, because guess my favourite colour. You know me. I'm going to include yellow in anything I can, and if they give me the opportunity to, I'm going to include it even more, you know. But for the yellow component of it, it's not a lot. It may be desert, but that's just because the lower half, so below your shins, is going to have a lovely, like, almost mermaid tail, like not constricting, like flowy, very flowy from actually just above the knees. Just above the knees it'll be flowy. There'll be a little bit of constricting, but that'll be covered by the flowing. Yeah, so it's going to be flowing all your bottom half. It's almost like a ball gown. So, a flowing bottom half, like, not too much. It's not that you can have a ring or something and it floats out. It's just going to be casually hanging, just hiding your legs, just casually, like a little, oh, what's under there? You could show up at an angle, you know. Oh. And then I would definitely say for the top half, Green King of the Desert. So what do the deserts have? Mirages. So I'm thinking the light blues, the light greens, just kind of playing about with different combinations, because they don't usually go together, but the way I have them planned, oh, they will. I'm thinking more of, this dress is all about softness. That is what we're doing with this. Soft, flowy. The second one, obviously very sharp, very cut, very form-fitting. The first one was a little bit like this, was a little bit form-fit, was a little bit like flowy. This one is ultimately flowy, like everything is hanging off of your beautiful figure, accentuating it more. You don't work for it, it works for you, just like I do, for free. No, I'm sure I get paid at some point. So on the top half, and tell me what you think, be completely honest, there will be a pocket. There will be a pocket. This is the big thing. Apparently pockets are coming back in a big way. Like, I'm not entirely sure how it works, but my insider told me to include pockets, so here I am. I am including pockets. actually a pocket right here, and we think, I think that that's going to give you a unique style that's going to work perfectly with the rest of it. Now, it sounds strange, it's okay. It's going to be a lighter green pocket on a mostly light blue. This is going to be the lighter flowy, perfect one. The sleeves, very open, almost like a ball gown. Again, this is ball gown inspired, but not even close. You know what I mean? So the bottom is very flowy, the top is very flowy. Here it's going to have almost a V heart, but it's going to be curved. So it's not exactly V heart because there are not going to be any corners or anything. It's going to be almost a design of kind of like rippling effects, like the ocean I know you love. Just the sides, and I think it doesn't do me justice describing it to you, and we're nearly at our stop. So here's the idea: you get 5 minutes more beauty sleep. I will start drawing up some of these dresses, and I can show them to you later on. How does that sound? I'm so happy.